Run!
Ever since the 8th grade, I have been interested in filmmaking. From making videos, I have learned to express myself in ways I normally don't in reality. With this feeling of carelessness and freedom, I have thoroughly enjoyed making videos with friends for both school projects and fun. Not a lot of people can say that they like taking hours out of their day to film videos, and even more time to edit and shape their movie to their liking. I am one of these people, and have acknowledged the amass time I have taken to make videos. With this in mind, I think it's pretty cool that I've taken such an interest in something that others usually don't. It motivates me in some way, always eager to present something fresh to the screen that I find enjoyable, and hope others do as well. Through my high school career, I have made 6 different films for classes, but I feel like 4 of which are worth noting. These 4 can accurately depict the development of my filmmaking and editing skills through the years as they occur chronologically. Incorporating different effects, camera angles, background audio, and more, these 4 videos chronologically present the evolution of my ideas put on the screen. I hope that through this development, I will have demonstrated my abilities to be open to growth and intellectually competent. I have been open to growth by realizing mistakes I have made in previously made videos, and correct them in the next video to further benefit the video. My intellectual competence has also grown as a result of making films. I have taken lessons learned from my analysis of literature to film class to further benefit my videos, such as learning new camera angles and shots, and how ambient background noises could lay emphasis on the video. From the start of my journey of filmmaking freshman year with A Superb Story of a Man Finding His Hope, I have successfully been able to synchronize music or other bits of audio with the video to emphasize or provoke some sort of effect on the viewer. For example, when a close-up of a doorknob shortly after the door slams shut matches up with an ambient song, a dramatic effect could result. Or when the music abruptly stops when a different camera angle is presented while Ryan Scott chows on some McDonald's and Beautiful Belt Man, a comedic effect could ensue. I have always liked this effect and what it can emit from the audience, and have used it in all of my videos. I also use text animation and placement a lot in my videos, first presented in the Text Galore video Hope, and continuously used in intros in most of my other videos to not bore the audience in a quiet or videoless section. The evolution of camera shots and the duration of these shots to be specific has been prevalent through the videos. The longer the shot, the more unnecessary it becomes, and the more it detracts from the story and deters the audience's attention. Short, sweet shots keep the audience's attention and, when used correctly, can add to the video's visual appeal. Hope is a prime example of using too many long-duration shots, while the shots consistently got shorter and shorter through Honestly Stealing and The Lost Son to nearly unapparent in Beltman. The visual appeal of different shots also matured through the development of videos, where Hope has almost no good visual effects other than text, and got better through Honestly Stealing by using different camera angles and better lighting. The Lost Son had some of the better angles and shots used in any of my videos, as I experimented with pretty backdrops and symmetrical shots. I used a bunch of different angles in Beautiful Belt Man that I have learned from lit to film, such as the tilted angle of Ryan Scott as he loses his mind, or the point of view shot during he and Devin's chase scene. As far as editing techniques go, I think it's safe to say that I've definitely grown from my freshman year. The farthest I will go as far as video effects would be in transitions or introductions with text. Transitions found in Lost Son and Beltman are similar in that they both pan up to a glowing fade out to end the scene properly, and I find this transition visually appealing. I have tried to come up with new ideas for each of the videos, contributing to a certain uniqueness I strive for. For example, I found out how to successfully use a montage here and there in The Lost Son, and was so pleased with the idea that I use it again in Beautiful Beltman. I have already mentioned the new angles and shots I have learned from my Lit to Film class. I also found out that I could play several audio tracks at once, displayed in Beltman as Ryan loses his mind and has multiple voices talking to him in his head.
What's going on, man? Who's in here? Hello? I'm standing here, man. I'm so freaking used to it.
As my videos progressed, I also experimented with props, starting with The Lost Son and finding a beard and tattered clothes for Daniel to wear. Later in Beautiful Beltman, Ryan used his rowdy outfit as a Scottish hero to further exemplify his madness and physical alteration. In a video not mentioned before in this capstone called Mango Fun Chained I made later my senior year, I wanted to mimic Quentin Tarantino's love of violence and decided to experiment with blood myself using red Powerade, and needless to say, it went pretty well. So as best as I could represent, my videos hopefully got better as time went on as I incorporated new ideas, better filmmaking strategies, stronger editing techniques, and correcting mistakes made in previous videos. I held on to certain techniques I enjoyed in earlier videos and still use them in more recent ones, as I think they are what make my videos unique and enjoyable. I have also been more careful and less lazy while filming and editing in later works, where I would spend a couple hours editing Hope but maybe a few days on Beautiful Beltway. Now back to the main question. How does making videos apply to real life, and how have I learned this from my experience at Regis Jesuit? Several things I have learned from making videos could be approached in everyday situations. For example, I have learned that new ideas for some things could ultimately help or hurt you, but you wouldn't know if you didn't put that idea to the test and saw the outcome. Also, the first attempt at something will seldom be picture perfect, but through time, effort, and practice, corrections could be made that could lead to a more perfect outcome. This is amplified with a certain devotion and passion for the subject matter, and the more time and effort you put into something, the outcome can only get better and better and never worse. Regis Jesuit has taught me all of those criteria for being successful and to excel in life in the unpopular medium of filmmaking. I hope to project my knowledge of what I have learned into everyday life with a similar passion, so as to make problem solving and idea building easier and less stressful. Most importantly, Regis Jesuit has taught me to have a passion for something and to share this passion with others. If this passion isn't accepted by others, do it for yourself because it is what makes you happy.